So I define onlyness as a feeling of separation and disconnection from others because of your race. And I know as a man who happens to be black, I've had this experience most of my life. Well, I felt disconnected from people, black people and white people, because as a black person, I've done some things that black people say black people aren't supposed to do. I've done some things where I was rejected by white people because they didn't accept me because of the color of my skin. So I've dealt with this all of my life. But I also know that although as men of color, we may have this experience, this feeling, there's a cure for onlyness. And the cure for onlyness is actually self-awareness or self-actualization. And so self-actualization is the process in which we discover who we really are as human beings. And it's the road less traveled that most people aren't willing to take, because it takes a committed individual to be willing to look deeply within his own heart and mind to uncover the things that may keep them from being fully authentic in who they are. And so this process of self-actualization is just that. It's a process. And so for me, for the past 25 years, I've read literally hundreds of books. I've attended hundreds of hours of seminars and lectures and workshops, and just getting to a place where I am comfortable with who I am as a human being. And so if you ask most people, who are you? They will say things like, well, my name is Michael. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Christian. I'm this, a title, a manager. For me, I can say I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an author, a speaker. But you see, those are just titles and labels. That's not really who I am. Who I am is much, much deeper than that. And so for me, if you were to ask me who I am as a human being, I would reply that I am a divine manifestation of the infinite intelligence that created this universe. Now, that may be a little deep for some people, but I recognize it as who and what I am. And so as men of color, it's important for us to ask ourselves some deeper questions if we truly want to have a cure for onlyness. Because too many times we get so wrapped up into race and ethnicity that we don't ask ourselves deeper questions like, who am I? And so my invitation to you is to ask yourself that question right now. Who are you? Do you really know who you are? Well, in my latest book, The Cure for Onlyness, A Black Man's Guide to Joy, Passion, and Purpose, I challenge readers to ask themselves that question. And it's a question that only you can answer. And so if you're ready to ask yourself these deeper questions, if you're ready to move past negative media stereotypes and to discover who you really are, well, let me recommend that you pick up a copy of The Cure for Onlyness, A Black Man's Guide to Joy, Passion, and Purpose, because it is a tool, it is a guide that can support and empower you to create the life you know you're capable of creating. So if you're ready to build an extraordinary life, why don't you join me? Join our movement. And I'm calling this the Onlyness Cure movement. Hashtag Onlyness Cure. And so be sure to sign up for and follow this hashtag Onlyness Cure, because I'm going to be sharing some powerful insights and information and wisdom that I know can support and empower you to create the life you know you're capable of. So welcome to the Onlyness Cure movement. I look forward to empowering you to live an extraordinary life. Take care.